What's good, my people? We're finally back again for another one on the one and only Mystelics reaction, guys. Big up all the Mystelics family out and large all over the place who have tuned into yet another reaction video. And of course, the newcomers are there. Big up yourself one time for tuning into this year reaction video, guys. It looks like I'm in heaven right now, man. Oh, my halo. I can see your halo. Anyways, guys, this is not the situation right now, guys. It's just an interesting background that is there right now, out and large, guys. Anyways, guys, we gotta get into the whole vibrations of this year reaction video, guys. And of course, as you're seeing on the screen, you might be wondering, what exactly is this? If you guys can pretty much pinpoint this, you'll realize that this looks a lot familiar right there. You see a bridge. Ooh, look, a bridge. Ooh, there's bush. Ooh, you think it's a bridge that passing over a forest. No, brothers and sisters, this is actually ROSEAU, the ROSEAU bridge. And this is, of course, the river, or the passage of the river right there, the riverbed under the bridge, guys. And of course, as you can see, there seems to be more bush than there's water. They need to organize. This is one of the reasons why I always tell people, guys, we need to do something about the rivers, because the rivers are definitely drying up. I remember ROSEAU River back then, you know, it wasn't like this at all. You couldn't see the bottom of this thing. But now, I mean, guys, something needs to be done. But pretty much, it is the hurricane season, guys, and they have to make mention of this thing this thing right there. And of course, what if a hurricane just happened to happen, or there's some serious waterways passing through this thing, guys, and of course it hits the trees, and as a result of the trees provide some sort of blockage and cause the river, the waters to go over the lining right there. What do you think of this, guys? What do you think of this thing right there? Do you think this is okay? Do you think that can be dangerous, especially for the hurricane season, understanding how the waterways tend to go in Dominica? What are your thoughts on this, guys? And I don't think this should be happening at all right there. But of course, I guess Mother Nature is reclaiming itself once again under the river bridge, under the ROSEAU bridge. This thing, I think they built for $18 million. That thing there, $18 million. Yes, all right. All right. Yes, sir. Anyways, guys, moving along right there. There's some individuals asking certain questions, which I noticed on Facebook. And of course, this is one of them right there. Why do I have a sneaky feeling that the affordable housing for public officers, the public officers project, is just pie in the sky like the international airport project at Wesley? That's a good question to ask, don't you think? I think it's a very good question to ask, considering the number of things that we are hearing. And guys, be sure to tune in for tomorrow's reaction, because I have to get some sketches and stuff and put it out there for you guys to see of the actual thing and what individuals have to say on it. So just be sure to, that's why you guys need to subscribe and turn on that post notification so you can get all the notifications when I drop my videos right there. And then definitely subscribe, click the bell, and then click all, so you can be notified of all the videos when I drop them on this here channel right there. Also, guys, don't forget to download the Mystelics Tube app across all the various. I will be doing another video that will pretty much give you the reason why you see in my background like this, like I'm in heaven or something. So I'll be doing a video on the Mystelics vlog. Definitely tune into that as well, guys. Of course, definitely subscribe and turn on the post notifications as well, or definitely download the Mystelics Tube app right there, and you'll get to see all the latest vibrations across the board on my different channels right there. So this is a rather interesting one right there. Is this another pie in the sky promise made by the government officials or individuals involved in building this sort of affordable housing units for young professionals? Somebody actually made a comment on my video today stating that the housing for elderly people is kind of hard. So I think they decided to put it for the young people. But what about the elderly folks who actually need this stuff? I think they were giving some houses before. They said that they gave about 1,500 people houses. I don't know if that is the case, but we'll just have to take their word for it. But guys, is this another pie in the sky promise? I don't think that it is, but I do think when it comes down to the individuals themselves paying for this kind of stuff, it can be a bit difficult to do, considering the economy is not doing too well at all. So is this another pie in the sky promise where individuals then have to put forth? And this is one of the reasons why I'm telling you guys need to tune into the reaction for tomorrow, which of course I'll break down certain things, even including some of the layouts and stuff right there of that same sentiment. Anyways, guys, moving along right there. Den of Thieves, this individual is saying apparently there's some sort of new movie in the place, guys. Have any of you seen this new type of movie yet? Any views on it, brothers? Den of Thieves 2. So I wonder what is Den of Thieves 1. I think Den of Thieves is an actual movie, but of course these individuals showcase themselves right there. And I was listening to them, and apparently a lot of people seem to want to be bamboozled in this kind of regard right there. I don't think they should. So they just leaking people food. They leaking boots, man. Corruption on a whole new level, and people seeing it. I think this is what this signifies right there. They seeing it, but they still don't care. They don't care, but they saying things, brothers and sisters. And they talk about the youth in Dominica were empowered. How are you empowering the youth? By actually building things for them. I stated this yesterday, guys. How are you empowering the youth? By building things for them. And furthermore, will the youth be utilized? I think somebody stated this in my comments as well. Will the youth themselves, if you're talking about empowerment, will the youth themselves be empowered to be be part of the construction of these houses? Or will the businesses or the individuals in Dominica contractors, will they be contracted to build these houses? What about public works and these individuals getting involved in these kind of things? Or will they be pushing this to foreigners like they usually do? Or you talk about empowerment without actually empowering the people, but you want to give them house for them to pay loan for, which in the economy that is not doing too well. I don't understand. This is why you guys need to subscribe to this here channel and tune in for tomorrow reaction as well. We'll get into this whole sentiment right there. And they're talking about youth, guys. They're talking about youth. What about this one right there, brothers and sisters? Justice for Kenisha Etienne right there, guys. The little one is still missing today. I think they stopped on the 12th. And that was about 6 days ago. They stopped searching, from my understanding, to no avail. And that's it. I mean, there comes a time when you have to stop search, but when you are the one responsible for still allowing this one to be out there by literally taking the only individual, right? Taking the only individual who would know where she is, taking him out. You guys should be searching till December. You should clear bush, brothers and sisters. Dominica should just ROSEAU. You see like how ROSEAU be? Just clear it, man. You should clear everything in search of this young one right there. If you talk about youth empowerment and caring about the youth, and you totally forgot this one, but she will not be forgotten right there. Talking about not being forgotten, I also saw this post as well. Damn you, social services or welfare, whoever you guys are of Dominica, did you really find these living conditions were appropriate? They talking about the conditions of Kenisha, where she lived. And apparently I have a video of this, guys. I have a video of that. Well, the area where it's alleged that she was staying. And trust me, it is very shocking indeed, brothers and sisters. But of course, the father did make mention of that very same sentiment right there. Did social services or welfare go and check out where this girl was staying? Did they do this? I mean, the girl was actually complaining to her father, saying she doesn't like where she's staying. I understand poverty is one thing. But when you bring a little person who has the opportunity to go somewhere else, you still don't want it, guys. I had to do an interview with the father. The father wanted to do an interview with me yesterday. Unfortunately, that did not work out. But we will get into that one day, guys. Don't afraid. We will get into that. Yes, sir. We will get into that. Because there's a number of interesting things right there. Understanding that also, Kenisha, on the time of her missing, did not go to school. She was not present in school that day, brothers and sisters. She was not present in school that day. The Monday, she was not present. So where was she? Where was she, brothers and sisters? Did welfare really check out the social services of Dominica? Did they really go finding the living conditions that was where the foster girl was living, the foster parents' house was? Did they really go to check it out? I mean, Magwesa, if the video I'm coming up shows you something and they checked it out and they allowed her to stay there, social services need to be thrown away, man. So apparently this is the alleged video of where she was staying. I myself think it's in a wall house. She was staying somewhere and they decide they have solar, so they don't put in solar. What? No, you're tripping. Let's go back. I think the parent, the individuals in who were living in this house, the parents, the foster parents who were living in this house, they were removed from the house for some time, and I think based off the information I received, they allowed them to go back and live there. But this video was taken before that. Before I think they were well, it's supposedly that they went back and started living inside the house again.
That's the house. And there's something up the house.
I mean, from the outside of the house, that don't looking like it's a place for little ones to live in, eh? I mean, if you have better options, I understand if is your mother and your father house are there. So that is, you don't have better options, you don't have other options because it's your mother and your father. But when your father, I mean, when your father and people, because he was talking about his girlfriend and this kind of things, they had better options of living and they went to them and they never went to visit. Well, that's based on what the father was stating. They never went to visit the house. I mean, you would think that if they saw this, they would be like, okay, she can stay there. You think, and she have better options. You think that no, guys, there's a number of things that we have to understand. The first person who adopted her was not this lady right there. It was an aunt, I think, an aunt. And then this lady took on as a result of the aunt getting sick. So I understand the sentiment of her, you know, being the good Samaritan in this regard. But if you, there's a whole confusing kind of variation right there, brothers and sisters. And we need to get to the bottom of the story. But let's continue right here. So it's hurricane season. Boy, that house, well, that person must have take all the hurricane material and build back their house. Because you can't tell me in hurricane season you have somebody in that. All your screws thick. All your... Ay. But any little wind can blow that down. Any little wind can blow that down, boy. What is that, boy? But the God hand must have been on that. My goodness gracious. If you think a little one is... So apparently this is inside the house, right there.
It's inside the house. That's the living room.
And my guys, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly thought it was a wall house they was living in, eh? A wall house, at least, you know, they living in a wall house and, you know, there's electricity there and this kind of things. But come on, man. That cannot be. I refuse to believe that. Guys, let me see if I can make this brighter for you guys. Right? You know I roll already. You know how we roll. You know how we roll. I should make it a little brighter for you guys.
Right there.
Hold on, I think I can do better than that. Nah, I can't.
And that's his bed.
So that is a bed.
I can hold one bed.
There are 2 bedrooms, we.
The area.
But that is not bedroom. No, guys, that is the toilet area. Sorry.
Toilet. And that's where the blind man.
What?
Area. Bathroom. Toilet. And that's where the blind man.
That's for the blind man. So that the blind man inside there. So the bathroom and the blind man area make one. Yes, sir. Bathroom. Toilet.
And that's for the blind man.
And that was for the blind man. So the blind man like a leper. Huh? They had him like a leper, brothers and sisters. He cast out on the corner. So I myself, if I in the middle of the night, there are no light, brothers and sisters. No light. I in the middle of the night, I want to go and take a VPI man get what? Ay, para. It's something else, boy.
And that's for the blind man.
So why they leave a blind man there for? Why that's for the blind man, really? That's why you put the blind man? Eh?
Sleeping.
Oh, that is the area he's sleeping on. So the toilet right there, and that is. So even the toilet back up, the blind man have to be taking all kind of scent in his nostrils, boy. But what means all you giving the blind? Plus the man's sense is heightened. If you don't have your eyes, your other senses are heightened. So most likely his sense and hearing was heightened. His smelling and ears was heightened. So if that back up and the man taking some kind of scent, we in problem, brothers. He in problem if that is the case. The toilet right there, no boy. That is joke. Well, the good thing is, if he wanted to bathe, he could just jump out there and come in there and then jump back and take. I mean, and if he wanted to use the toilet, he literally just stay on his bed. He could stay on his bed and just, But that's crazy, man. And that's where welfare and social services allowed the little girl to run and stay. Even though the father was pleading. Furthermore, did the father even go there to see? Did he go there to see what the conditions were? Because I think, well, most likely he knew because he was complaining about it. He was complaining about it and go to welfare and tell him to go and look at the area. And I think he mentioned previously where she was staying before. Previously, guys, we need to get into that interview, man, so we can get into the depth of this, man. No doubt about it.
Tony, and that's really blind man was sleeping.
Boy. So where the little girl self was sleeping now? Where the little girl self was sleeping? I see a bed there. Maybe all of them were sleeping on that bed. That probably is looking like a chair. Or maybe a bed, not a bed that there.
That's supposed to be a child bed.
What?
That's supposed to be a child bed.
What?
That's supposed to be a child bed.
Key and bed.
Right there. And that is the wife and husband bed.
Wife and husband bed.
Is an area.
So Kian used to sleep there then. But where the little one used to sleep now? If maybe he talking about maybe Kimusha maybe he make a mistake and say Kimusha.
That's supposed to be a child bed.
Maybe Kimusha he wanted to see.
And that is the
Because the man had his own bed, so I don't think that it was his bed at all. So that most likely maybe Kimusha he was thinking of. Kunisha, sorry.
wife and husband bed.
Wife and husband bed. I guess they was collecting water in that, I guess. Well, that is
An area.
that is rather interesting stuff.
Tony.
Maybe they was collecting water in that for them to bathe. I mean, in this day and age, man, Makwesa. Suck your dirty ways.
Tony. And that's really blind man was sleeping.
Hold on.
That's condition of the house.
What?
That's condition of the house. That's condition of the house.
I'm not quite sure what is stated right there.
That's condition of the house.
Well, that is the condition of the house.
That's condition of the house.
Oh. And that is the kitchen, I guess. And that's where she grew up. That's crazy, man. This is why one of the videos I made, guys. This is why one of the videos that I created stated that welfare department failed the missing girl. They failed her. Because if that is actually the place that she was living, I don't know. I don't know if that is 100% where she was living. But if that was in fact there she was living, and welfare came and social services came and saw these conditions that she was living in and allowed her to stay there. What is social media? They need to throw away social. They need to throw away social services. They need to throw away welfare. They need to just fire everybody. They need to put all your live in that house, man. Let all you feel how it feeling if that is the case. Make all you live inside there for a year. Yes, sir. You see that conducive for your children, for your little ones, because you are allowing a little one to stay there and live in the conditions there. Really? Nah, man. Joke you making. You're pranking me right now. That is a prank. Will we ever see an official ask for that, sir? Social services is forming the royal donkey. The police, what are they doing? Will we ever see an official report on the case of Kanisha Etienne? There should be one. Who will insist? There should be one, of course. There should be one. You guys said that you went out to do your research and whatnot. You just decided to stop without no sort of report, nothing like that. Nothing. Well, I don't know if they can report, but I haven't heard anything. Nobody has also mentioned anything like that to me. So we just, okay, all right then. Nobody want to give report. So up to now, the police not going to go back to the drawing board and start at the beginning and question the man of cloth. Well, I think they should definitely do some questioning of them, regardless of if they were involved in it or not. Some individuals, a lot of individuals seem to be leaning that they may have some sort of involvement in this. And maybe they didn't want to give her back to the father, and maybe there could be a second person there. But then again, the individual himself got injured. The man of the cloth that they're talking about, he got injured. He got a few slashes. So I don't think that would mean that, you know, let's try this and then you hit me and then, no, I don't think that was the case at all. This is one of the things that I know wouldn't make sense. Especially in Dominica, they don't have the kind of mentality there, knowing that if somebody hit you, they could actually take your life. I mean, there are professionals who do these kind of things there where make it seems that way, but I don't think it have it in Dominica at all. No, I don't think it have it in Dominica at all. But hey, who knows? Who knows, brothers and sisters? Anyways, who is questioning the man of the cloth and his wife about the disappearance of this little girl right there? So the case is now a cold case. I told you guys what's going to happen. I told you guys from the very beginning what exactly is going to happen. This thing is just going to go cold. They're not going to say anything at all. It's just going to go cold. I said this before. I said this before, guys. And so said, so on. I don't know if they're listening to me for them to do exactly what I tell them to do. But Marquesa, that's what it sounds like, man. Even look at another situation right there. Talking about the empowerment of little youths. Of course, we know about the famous, infamous, now famous Kyrie FM host, who apparently was put back on the radio airways to influence individuals out there, which is interesting. So I think these individuals, Marcia and Tanya, are going to be asking a question sometime on some sort of Facebook live thing that they're going to have on this very same sentiment. And I don't think that should just go under the rug. I don't think that should just disappear just like that. Because we're talking about another young person right there. Another youth. A little one right there, brothers and sisters, 15 years old. Trying to be solicited into doing things or solicited into taking money. That is a form of prost, you know, guys. If you know what I'm saying. I can't say certain things sometimes on YouTube. YouTube get sensitive on me, man. That's a form of prost, of selling yourself. If she allowed that to happen, and the mere fact that they was trying to get her to do that by, you know, enticing her, we'll start on $250, I can give you that. Until he reached $800, trying to get her to come, to agree to come for him to do her something, make her like a tasty lollipop, for him to mess with her viscous innards, brothers and sisters. And you know, sometimes when you get thing, you just want to go further. Who knows what he could have done in this instance? Yes, he may not have done the actual act, but the big question here is, so what he sexted the little one, how is that a crime? Big question mark. No contact, no penetration, no crime, really? I think that's what they're going to be asking right there. They're going to be asking the question, so it does not consist of crime? And Lennox Linton actually indicated that very same thing, that it is a crime. It is a crime. He gave it a different terminology. But if you're soliciting someone to do something and it's a minor, that is a crime. You shouldn't be doing that. Thank God the little one most likely she grew up with proper parents who ensured that she wasn't like a vieille kawata in the place, brothers and sisters. She decided, no, your little money doesn't play with me. No, sir. $800. Who you talking to there? Who you giving that? Who you talking to there? That's probably how she was right there, brothers and sisters. So I think something needs to be done in this situation. Like I said before, I don't know if there was some sort of arrangement made where the individual had to pay and they did this, you know, behind closed doors. I don't know. But, I mean, he should not be on the radio. That's my point. Whether he paid them off quietly or something like that, he should not be on the radio. Period. Because his influence is another individual who was caught. There's literal evidence out there of him trying to solicit a minor. And you mean he's back on the radio? Come on, man. Come on. And we're talking about the youth right there, guys. We're talking about the youth. There's another thing that I saw right there, guys, and I think I'll end it on this one right there. The individual is asking, some individual is asking, is this box of firearms licensed? How did they get into Dominica? I've heard stories of individuals trying to bring ammunition into the country, into Dominica via the port. But guys, understand what is going on right now. Let me put this on the side. We see these things, but then we understand there's a number of people who losing their lives as a result of these very same things right there. They're losing their lives. So how are they inside the country if they're not licensed? People doing drive-by, taking people out. Just the other day, they take another one. They take another one today again. In the Fonkoli region, the Kalinago individual. They took him out. When they did the examination of him, they found some wounds on his side. I'm trying to figure out if I should say that word or not. Bullets, they found bullets on his side. It's the end of the video. They shouldn't mind. They wouldn't care really much. But all this, and you're talking about empowering the youth. When we've seen all these kind of things taking place, as a result of the economy, guys, and I keep mentioning the economy because the economy is the root of the whole thing. Man idle, fellas maybe owe fellas money and this kind of things, and fellas cannot pay, so fellas decide to come in and do fellas things. You owe me money, so long you have my money for me, the economy not doing well, so I cannot produce your money for you. Well, you can't produce my money for me. Well, let me come and put some metal on you. Let me put some metal on you. Because this thing has been going on for quite some time. This is the 13 one we have of the year so far in Dominica. We come like Jamaica. But I don't think we'll be as bad as Jamaica. Jamaica itself in January, I think, was like over 50. Or let me not exaggerate. I don't know. But in January they had a lot. But we shouldn't be in this kind of predicament right there. We shouldn't. Guys, give me a good reason why Dominica should be in a kind of predicament right there. Talking about empowering the youth. Empowering the youth, when you really empowering yourself and your partners to build the houses and stuff for the people, and you're making the people pay. And don't get me wrong, guys, they gave houses for free. But the big question here is, what about the individuals you stated that you're going to be giving them the titles? What about the individuals that you stated, the PT7 individuals, you stated that you're going to be giving them the titles so they can own the land? Has this happened yet, guys? Has this happened yet? Because I don't think so. You guys can tell me in the comment box below. Has this happened? But we're talking about giving houses for a few young professionals and an economy that is not doing well. I mean, come on. We have to think. We have to think. If we cannot even clear our bridge, if we can't clear bridge, hurricane season, that can be a danger to us. Especially if these trees come down and not just passing and mashing up things, What if this thing uproot and it blocks the bridge down there, guys? We have to think about this. It uproots and it blocks the bridge down there. It's not going to be going forward, It's going to be going on the side. And when it goes on the side, you know what's going to happen, guys? Flooding in ROSEAU again. The same thing might happen further up. This is on the other end. There's bush all over there. If it blocks, the trees block up there. Problem in ROSEAU again, we don't think of that. Hurricane season, we're not thinking of that. We're not thinking of those things there. We're not thinking of those things there. We're not seeing the issues and the problems that are happening in society right now. We're not seeing these things. Guys, let me know your thoughts, man. I talk too long already. I blatcher too much. Let me hear what you have to say. Blatcher sometime. Let me hear what you guys have to say in the comment box below. Blatcher now. Your turn to blatcher. Anyways, guys, this is pretty much all it was for this here reaction video. If you did enjoy it or understand it, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe. Click the bell. Click all when you click the bell so you can get all the notifications when I drop them. And don't forget to download the Mystelics Tube app, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. The link of that will be in the first comment in the comment box below. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Definitely subscribe for that one right there. Boom, bam.